Hey leaders, it's David of Strong by Lead. Thank you so much for tuning in. In this video, we're going to address a pertinent question, not only for health professionals, but for you, the viewer, if you're trying to look, move, and feel better, improve your health and fitness. And that is, how much of the research is actually relatable to the real world? What test subjects are doing in a lab, in a clinic, in a university, how much of that is actually relatable to what we're doing out here if you're just trying to tone up, lose weight, and get a little bit stronger? Turns out a lot, but also maybe not a lot. This question, I think, is very important because I get into a lot of conversations with people who don't believe the research and the science. Not because the research and the studies are low quality, while some of them are. We're getting into debates and discussions with people about the science because science continuously questions itself. One study might show that this diet is good for weight loss, but then another study will say, well, it's not that good for weight loss. A different diet is much, much better. And I think there's a lot of confusion and miscommunication out there. First and foremost, everyone is different. And if I wrote a book, I'm trying to reach a target audience. And that target audience, most of them will probably see good results from whatever type of program or diet I am espousing. If you eat meat or you're an omnivore, obviously a vegetarian-focused meal plan will probably not work to the best of its ability, not because vegetarianism is somehow inferior to being an omnivore, but because you're just not a vegetarian. So we don't want to get confused. We don't want to conflate research with questionable validity. At the same time, we don't want to pretend that research is the end-all be-all. If a research study shows favorable results for a particular program, that doesn't mean that that program is better than any other program. It just means that, hey, for this particular population using this particular methodology, this particular program worked. And as health professionals, I think it's really important to make sure that the research is not only understood by health professionals, but also able to be translatable to the real world. If I'm looking at a study that's supposed to help somebody get stronger, I want to make sure that what the test subjects did is actually translatable to what my clients will probably do. Because if test subjects saw specific results doing a specific program in the study, that might not be worthwhile because my clients have other responsibilities. If test subjects worked out 5 days a week for an hour each time, my clients might not see the same results because they can't do the same thing. So we just have to be careful. If you can look at research studies, look at the discussion, look at the study's strengths and weaknesses and limitations, and propose future projections for a particular field of study, that'll be really good. And I think that'll clear up a lot of confusion. Again, I think it's really important to address this question because a lot of people don't trust science nowadays. And for good reason, because we're constantly trying to disprove each other. But then also, we don't want to treat research as the end-all, be-all. Research should be used as a launch pad into showing more interest in a particular field of study, to give us insight, to get us closer to the truth, because that's really what the scientific inquiry was designed for, to get us closer to objective truth, whatever that might mean. So this is David of Strong by Lee. Next time you read an article or watch a video citing studies, try your best to seek out the source and to read the study yourself. Try to understand it as much as you possibly can. Experiment with it, see if it works for your situation. If you have any questions, comments, or concerns, looking for personalized advice, motivation, accountability, and guidance, reach out to me, David at strongbylee.com. Until next time, be strong.